If you have seen PS2 games emulated on the Nintendo Switch, you might be familiar with the performance. But then you saw a game like God of War running at full speed and thought, hey, how's that even possible? Well, I'm here to tell you how to get a piece of that action. The Nintendo Switch keeps surprising with its capacity of emulating other game consoles, and the PlayStation 2 is no exception. Although there are limitations to each game's performance, if you change some of the settings, the difference will be clear as day. First off, it goes without saying that you need to jailbreak your Switch. I'm using the unpatched V1 version, but if you're using Marico or a Switch OLED, it is said that you get better performance. However, I don't have an OLED or a $150 mod chip, so I can't confirm this. Next up, you'd want to install Ubuntu on your Nintendo Switch. This is so you can run AetherSX2 Flatpak. If you're using Android, the updated AetherSX2 is confirmed to run worse and includes ads. You could get the best running version without ads from the Discord server. However, games perform differently on these systems, with Android noticeably having artifacts and controller issues. Next is overclocking. On Ubuntu, the CPU can be set at a higher clock speed than on Android. It's also possible to overclock the GPU, but this won't be necessary since it is the CPU that's the bottleneck. If you're using Marico or OLED, you might get a slightly better performance thanks to the Tegra X1 Plus chip. Just remember that overclocking the Switch accelerates the battery degradation and will degrade the CPU faster. As for the settings, most of them are on default. EE cycle rate is set to 100% and EE cycle skipping to disabled. For the more demanding games such as God of War, Shadow of the Colossus and Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, I'm changing this EE cycle rate to 50% and EE cycle skipping to moderate underclock. If I try to run less demanding games such as Eco on a 50% cycle rate, the performance actually gets worse. So if 100% cycle rate and disable cycle skipping doesn't work, try to change these settings. As for the other settings, enable speed limiter is checked, fast forward speed is set to 200%, renderer is set to Vulkan, and internal resolution is set to native. As for the games, there are limitations to how good most games can run. Each game needs its own tweaking, so there isn't one supreme setting to rule them all. If you play less demanding games, there's a better chance you get great performance. But as for the more demanding games, there will be frame dips no matter how you tweak with the settings. In conclusion, the Nintendo Switch was obviously not made for running PS2 games. There are better consoles and phones out there that do a better job. But then again, trying to see what games can run is the whole point of emulation, and being able to find new ways to improve the performance is what makes it all fun. That's all for this video. Please let me know in the comments what you guys think about running PS2 games on the Switch. Thank you so much for watching and see you soon!